I go and pick my package up. It's a brick.
It's the first one.
First one.
Oh,
Why is somebody good at basketball, who has good grades?
you got your mother and your father, the Cosbys for real.
Right.
You
So
still
you think-
stepped out there and went left.
How did the streets call you in at such a high level, though?
Y'all traveling 3 times out of the week. When do you have time to do this stuff?
Yeah.
You're really 2 different people.
50 to 100 bricks.
50 to 100 bricks to move in a month. That ain't small
That ain't
by
small,
no
yeah.
means.
I'm trying to show y'all how diabolical the system is.
Yeah.
I had only been to boot camp. How is my life over? And I've never been to jail in my life for real.
Even though you accepted the 25 years, it wound up coming back full circle where the blessing was handed to you.
Have you ever been convicted of a felony? It's so many hurdles. My lawyer's going crazy in the background. I'm like, what's going on? They say, man, your whole sentence has been overturned. Your conviction has been vacated.
Whoa. Welcome to Crime Pays, the #1 self-development podcast for formerly incarcerated men and women and their families. We talk to people who have been behind the wall, and we talk about their ups and downs and how to thrive beyond the wall. I am Ash Cash, the financial motivator.
I'm Jay White, first name, last name, the #1 federal government contracting coach and mentor.
On the planet. Let's not play it.
On the planet, you hear me?
Salute.
Yo, we got my man Greg McNeel in the building.
Yes, sir.
AKA the Billionaire,
Yes,
AKA Shot-Town's finest.
And you say Shot City.
You say Shot City.
For sure.
Yo, I'm excited about this one because you have a very interesting story. A lot of ups and downs.
For sure.
And but you're doing some amazing things, beyond the wall. And so I guess we'll just start. Talk to it just in general. Who is Greg McNeel?
Well, Greg McNeel is the mindset shifter,
Yeah.
first and foremost. I'm passionate about my people.
Yeah.
So everything I do within this life is just based on helping us grow and elevate. Like you said, the whole self-development movement, that's what I'm about,
And so at one time, you were one of the biggest drug dealers in Chicago.
Yo,
This
the
is a
shot
fact.
is crazy.
This
So
is a fact, no cap.
that's crazy. So I've lived in Baltimore for like the past 16, 17 years.
Okay, salute to
Baltimore and Chicago mentality is almost the same.
Yeah, they
right?
similar.
So just walk us through like what part of Chicago, what side you from? Like just take us back. From
Yeah,
like,
because
high
it's
school
different.
on up. Yeah,
It's
for sure.
different because you
can't wear your hat a certain way and
Yeah.
all that. Like
more South Side with that. Like it's kind of a different. Like when you see the Dirks, the younger generation, the old block and all that. That's more South Side.
okay.
I'm more West Side, which you got the Twister, Crucial Conflict. Those guys come from the West
Yeah.
Side. Me growing up, we were more, in my opinion, we were money getters.
Okay.
They was on that gang time. Like you wear that hat the wrong way. I done been out there and had to straighten my head up before.
Yeah.
And we chill out west. We don't get into that type of street politics. But I'm originally from the Henry Horner Projects, vicious high rise, 15-story, elevator never working, and we stayed on the 15th floor. So it was like that's how I think I got my hops. That's how I ended up playing basketball. I'm so explosive. I got to run 15 flights on a daily.
Yeah.
But yeah, I come from the Henry Horner Projects, 2-parent household.
Yeah.
We flourished early on. My mother and father, they did the best they could for us in that moment, and they actually were able to get us out of the projects. So we moved to another area on the west side of Chicago, and during those early 90s, it's popping. And my mother and father fell victim to certain evils, and in turn, it kind of like had me stepping out, getting my feet wet before I actually dived all the way in the pool. Well, I dived in the ocean. I ain't diving no pool.
Yeah.
Let me ask something about that though, right? Because I grew up in the '90s as well, and I guess drug dealing was so rampant, right? And it was very hard to not be affiliated with like drugs in any
in some way,
whether you were trying to sell it, whether you were using whatever. as a young guy, you have siblings.
Mhm.
You're seeing your parents sort of succumb to some of those evils.
Mhm.
How does that make you? How does that make you feel emotionally?
Yeah.
Watching that.
Oh, it crushed me because
Yeah.
to this day, my father is my idol. He's the person I look up to, and people look down on it. Although everybody was doing it, it was still frowned upon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Within the name, oh, your daddy, he a cluck, he a crackhead. That type of mentality. But the one thing I was grateful for, he always carried himself in a different light. So Joker's like, man, is he or ain't he? We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Mom douche, So man, that's the one thing he never ever like put us out there, but we was out there bad, taking stuff out of the house. Mother never doing that. So, but it was crushing because I looked at my father in a different light. I looked at my mother in a different light. So I never ever saw that coming.
Nah, that's good. Because two-parent households, me and Ash talk about this all the time. It seems like it's the conundrum.
Right.
It's a two-parent household. You got your mother and your father. You got the Cosbys for real.
Right.
And you
So
still
you
stepped out there and went left. So start to dive into your story when you started to really go left and and let the streets take hold.
Okay, I was very sharp. I played ball, like I said, at the highest level. I was real nice.
I know you had to walk up the 15th floor, but that
don't
mean nothing about
Hey,
the jump
listen,
shot.
I was nice. The shot was nice. The handle was nice, and I was actually shorter. So when I started in high school, maintained 3.7 GPA.
Wow.
Star basketball player. So it was like up to I still was maintaining.
Yeah.
Dibbling and dabbling my early years in high school, but by the time I would say my senior year of high school, it was like I'm all the way in the streets now.
What year is this? What year you came out?
95.
Okay.
So I'm all the way in the streets now. So now my mother and father, they don't have any control of what I'm doing. So I'm just networking, figuring it out. I'm thinking I'm small scale, nickel and diamond. And then I eventually met a connect, a Mexican connect, right? I'm 20 years old. At this time, I got 2 cars from my petty hustle.
Yeah.
But he can see that there's money around. He like, young boy look like he doing something. So I got the cars with the rims on it, but I ain't making no real noise.
Yeah. You still on the west side?
Yeah, I'm still on the west side. So we go up to a spot called Just Tires. I had met what we call a vet, a cougar. I'm young, fly, chocolate joker. So I'm like 19 and a half, 20 years old. She's maybe 10 years older than me. And maybe 12 years older than me. And she basically trying to politic with me. And we start talking. And she was introducing me to her brothers. And some was square and some was in the streets. So her square brothers, I needed some tires for my car. So we go up north to this tire shop. And I see the Mexican guy steady checking me out. And he like, man, you hustle? And I'm like, yeah, I hustle a little bit.
Yeah.
He like, well, man, I got a proposition for you. Yeah. Your brother, her brother vouched for me. Like, man, dude, get to the money.
Yeah.
He said, all right, look, I'm gonna give you something, and if you can move it, we can do business. And he just in this tire shop on a regular.
Just chilling.
You never would have known.
Right.
He chilling out the way.
But the crazy thing about it though, that's what I think of how wild the '90s was. Because I'm from Harlem, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so uptown, you ain't even have to look like you hustle. Like Poppy on Broadway would like, yo, you need work, like that.
Right.
It was like that. And I want to have you continue the story, but I want to ask also. You hustling, was it because 95 is around the time when mass incarceration started to happen, right? So like let's say 94, 95, 96. Yeah. I know for me, growing up in the hood, we saw a mass exodus of all of our OGs that led a lot of the young guys out here. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I wanted to see if that was the
it happened. I actually had been to boot camp prior to. I had already caught like a 4-month boot camp stint, which was wild because the lawyer I used, I was paying them with work. He had AIDS. He had so many crazy dynamics to my case, but it didn't help me when it came back federally because I wanted to use all of this stuff. So that's down the line. My lawyers, I'm paying my lawyers off with the work. That showed you how crazy it was. He coming in the court high and defending me. And me thinking young and dumb,
Yeah.
man, this dude is under the influence. Yeah. And my life is on the line. Right. I got an 8-year sentence, but they, they swapped it out for 4 months boot camp. But a lot of brothers weren't even making boot camp. They was going to do 4 years because they went. This one I knew I was mentally built for anything. Because they try to break you, especially when you had the most time. Yeah, that's when I really.
And so you said so. I mean, and we'll get there, right? Yeah. But you're saying that when you got your first case, they had given you 8 years, but you got 4 months.
Yeah, okay. But if you're unable to complete that boot camp, you're gonna go and get you got 108 years. Yeah. And I saw a lot of brothers, unfortunately, fold under that. Yeah. You have to really be mentally strong for any of that. But back to me meeting them. Yeah. I'm buying 8 balls, half ounces here and there. I hadn't even made it to 4 and split yet because I'm working the blocks. Right. Pack hustling. Mm-hmm. I go and pick my package up. It's a brick.
It's the first one.
First one.
Oh yeah.
I had never, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I told you I'm small time. Right. But my visual would say a little different because car ram sounds, another car, this, that, but I had never ever. Yeah. So
how did you feel though? Like
I felt like Escobar. Were
you nervous or were you like, all right, it's up now, it's time
the nerves was one thing about me, I'm always like, it's so much so where a person to think you nonchalant. Because I don't get rattled under any conditions. Yep. But I still was like, how in the am I going to move this work?
I got to get it back. I got to get it off.
My thought process was the faster I move this, this going to open the floodgates. Mm-hmm. So I had an OG back out west who I know was really moving it. Yep. So, man, I say, man, do me a solid and I might be able to open the floodgates up. I went to him. Mm-hmm. And he was able to pop it. The next day I called dude and said I was ready. He like, huh? I thought you was chopping and breaking down. He probably in his head like a week. Right. Or I'm gonna let this young just hang himself. He gonna mess it off. Yeah. I came back the next day. He said, oh, okay. And from then on it was over. Oh, like over. Like, because at that time I was like overseeing a joint for a guy. And I was like just nickel and diming on my own. I had my own little spot out west, but I was actually really working for I was overseeing a spot for this one brother. Mm-hmm. But after that, what?
So how big?
I was him.
How big would you say you got?
I got to the point where I was at least 50 to 100 bricks a month. And I would supply definitely
a month.
Yeah. A month. And I could move them.
See, and I was see in the camera. He said it so smooth because it was the normal, but 50 to 100 bricks to move in a month, that ain't small by no means.
I could move it.
No means.
I could move it, and I would have more than 70% of the city was coming through me directly or indirectly. This is a 21-year-old man, young man, who still, right now I'm in college, NAIA, like number 5 in the nation in scoring in basketball. I'm on the road 4 times, like maybe three times a week. We on the road hooping.
Yeah.
And I'm still controlling. I'm 21. I got grown men. I got a whole army up under me at this time. Like, we got the blocks, and so now I'm getting so much work. I have to filter it out in either where we're going to work these blocks. This one, you break the work down, and then you selling it in slabs. So I got people coming from different states.
Right.
But during this time, it wasn't as scarce as it is now. You had a lot of telling going on. Yeah. But you still had some solid individuals who you could deal with. That's why I tell brothers now, like, man, if you could run an enterprise, a street enterprise, this is not a knock to anybody who has a Fortune 500 company, but if you can run a street enterprise, you could definitely run a Fortune 500 with no problem at all. And that's what I was doing at that young age of like 20.
So run me through, again, from a mindset perspective, why is somebody who's good at basketball, who's playing on the team, who has good grades, like, was it the allure? Like how did the streets call you in at such a high level, though? 50 to 100 bricks is...
I think it was more, at first it was about survival and self-preservation.
Yeah.
Told you, like I said, my mother and them, they fell victim, so I took over the bills. Yeah. I still got my siblings. I'm trying to make sure the family is good.
Are you the oldest?
I'm second to the oldest.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm handling everything. Like I'm the man now. You know, so I had to put my big boy pants on, but I never thought that it would turn into that because I never wanted to be a drug dealer.
Yeah.
I had aspirations of really going to the league until I built the 24-hour basketball facility and the NBA players started coming to my facility.
That's crazy.
We had a gym called Hoops the Gym. This is where R. Kelly, Jamal, all the NBA players and all the D-boys from the streets, like we would go up there every weekend. We spend $100 an hour. We may stay 4 hours.
Yeah.
But I'm young, but I'm counting. I'm doing math. Like, dang, this is a revolving door. You got all these different groups and people coming through here. All right. I went and built my own.
Word.
Before you know it,
Right.
R. Kelly, I'm supporting black. He came. I had him coming to my gym every single day. That was the start of it.
I heard he nice though too.
If he lose, he not coming off the court anyway.
Word.
So look,
he liked that.
so it would be like, so I was charging him $4,000 a month. So anytime he wasn't on the road, every night he in my spot.
Word.
And then this attracted more stars.
Sure.
So you start
And
seeing
this
a
is
ride.
while you still in the streets. Got to work.
This is me fresh in the streets.
Word.
My college is a private college called East West University, where I still maintain this 3.7 GPA. We didn't have a gym. Downtown Chicago is built up. We got high rises. We didn't have a gym. My college, we practiced and scrimmaged at my facility. I'm 21 years old, but that's why I say I'm light years ahead of my time. 21, like the coaches, because they still didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
Because they looking at this dude is
How you stand
3.7 GPA.
Yeah.
Any car you could think of I had during the time.
Yeah.
Matching minks. It's 2002. They had just came out with the SC430, the drop top Lexus coupes. I had a blue one with the matching blue mink coat. They had the Escalades, the big face Escalades when they first came out. In my city, it was only on the west side. It was me and a guy named Fohead, rest in peace. We had them, and this is how I'm pulling up to my private college.
Hey, look, I know you're enjoying the show, but if you're formerly incarcerated or have a family member who was and wants to learn how to thrive beyond the wall, you have to join Crime Pays Nation.
Crime Pays Academy is open right now. Click the link, then get back to the show. Hurry up.
Going to
Like
practice.
Going to the games, mink coats on, filling out, signing autographs, because I was that nice.
How you stand grounded, bro? Like how you not letting this affect like your ego, your
Because you know Hooper's got that chip.
We
already got that.
We already got that.
I think a lot of it came because I always had my father's demeanor. My father was always laid back. I've always watched him real laid back, and I was always a person that rooted for the underdog.
Okay.
So I never surrounded myself around a bunch of cocky, arrogant individuals. Yeah. And anytime I see a brother doing bad, I pull him up and try to turn him to $1 million. Right.
Yeah.
And so if you go back to the city, they say, man, this dude he the reason why my self-confidence is so high now, because people used to dog me out, but once I got with dude, it was like, it was over. You couldn't dog me out. I'm with the man now. But yeah, so it was like, I think that's why my dreams and aspirations to go to the pros had stopped, because once I opened the gym, put a restaurant inside of the gym, mortgage company on top of the gym. So now I'm getting the properties.
Yeah.
I got the barber and beauty shop, wrap around with a Philly cheesesteak restaurant right here. So much so that we have a restaurant called Bricks in Chicago, still popping now.
Okay.
The guy name is Bricks, major. They Philly cheesesteak is top notch. But me being a thinker at a young age, I went over and asked his employees, I wanted the sauce. What are you paying y'all? Oh, nah. Come on over here. Got his employees, got the sauce, and dropped the bomb. Bricks found out, and Bricks this a real dude. He like, let me go check, see what's going on with this little joke. Came and saw me, all love. He like, man, I got to respect the hustle. I mess with you, young man. And I end up so I got all the street motion going on. So you got that going on, and then I could almost still do $30,000 a month, easy, in Philly cheesesteaks.
So how do you, as a young man, right, control so much work, like how do you have grown men working for you? How do you have people like how did you maintain like your power in the streets?
That's another thing. I led with love, not force.
Yeah.
So it was like
You know, it's
anytime,
always the opposite.
Yeah.
Typically.
yeah,
Yeah.
and definitely in my city because
Yeah.
we watched bodies drop
Yeah,
on
it's
regular.
forced.
It wasn't sweet at all. Like
It's forcing
right in
terror
front of me, I
versus
can see it oozing out. And it didn't happen where, if you ever want to get into that, how I've had them close encounters. But I live with love. So when I see guys beefing and all that, I'm like, y'all messing the money up. Y'all not thinking.
Yeah.
I was always a thinker. So I said, how we going to make money if we in war?
Right.
Nah, what they need? What's the problem?
Yeah.
Oh, we can solve that with, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I got it.
Yeah.
So what we fighting for? Let's eat.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at that side. I'm helping everybody. This before the incarceration and my mindset shifting.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, man, we flooding the blocks. Everybody eating, everybody getting money. Ain't no issues.
Yeah.
So
That's how I controlled everything.
That's what
you know what I'm saying?
Forward to.
With this thought process.
Yeah.
Because I know mentally, you got it. You controlling the grown men. They got their own egos with love, and people showing you love. Now, I want to quickly fast forward to what's your mood like when you kind of start to see things kind of break down, or maybe not break down, but things aren't the same as they used to be prior to you just getting incarcerated.
I saw the greed started to happen. Like, had a brother get kidnapped. I had some situations where somebody close to me, we doing a count one time. And I think we count maybe like 1.4, 1.5 mil in cash. Like I say, 21, this is regular.
Yeah.
We just doing a regular sitting. We sit it on the scale or got the money counter. We just counting the bread up. And he basically told me, and this was not his demeanor prior to me popping like this. He said, man, dude ain't leaving out of here. I said, what you mean he ain't leaving out of here? He said, man, ain't he finna bring like 30? I said, yeah. He said, yeah. And what's this, like almost 1.5? We got everything.
Yeah.
I say, bro, are you using your thinker?
Yeah.
This man know mama,
Right.
pops, they smart.
Right.
They want to meet the family, the
Right.
kids.
Right.
All we know is him really, and maybe a brother here and there. The moment he don't make it, this ain't no 8 ball he dropping off.
Right.
He dropping off 30 finna pick up over him.
Yeah.
Dude, it's gonna be a bloodbath on the streets.
Yeah.
We might
Right.
we gonna do what we do, but
Right.
we don't know where it's coming from.
Right.
Because he's supplying so many other jokers, it's gonna be some of our own
Right.
creeping up, adding to it.
sure.
So he wasn't thinking, and in that moment, I'm like, wow. I see these walls closing in. Now it done got real serious to where I'm like, oh. And then snake plays where guys would. I went out the country for 7 days. I had a safe cemented to the ground. Like, ain't no getting this safe out of this safe house. But I was gone 7 days. My father came in the house. They had dug the safe out. It was so heavy, they tore up the hardwood floors throughout. And they hit me for $250. They hit me for $250K. But I knew it was an inside job.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody knows the house, and nobody thinking that they got this type of time to do this.
Absolutely.
This
Exactly.
took days for
Right, so
whoever
they had
did
to
it
know.
to do
Yeah,
it. They knew,
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this is somebody direct contact with me. And to this day, my father, like I put in the book too, my father, like, the house was not tore up, nothing. They knew exactly what they was coming for.
right.
But during that time, I was getting so much money. I had money here, put money over there. So siblings, plenty of time, they tell me, boy, we used to have a ball when you stashed something for you. You say, oh, y'all stealing from me? We wasn't stealing, we giving it to the nephews and everything. But my father, that day, he found like $50K in the laundry bag, like, well, they left something in here. I didn't even know it was there. He could have kept it if he wanted. But he was always solid. Even while he was in there, he never ever would, he never would have
Did you
taken
find
nothing
out
from
who
me.
did it, or are you still speculating?
Never found, I kind of got a great idea.
Yeah.
Because stuff happened after that really like, I'm like, oh yeah, this what that was. But I couldn't harp over it. You know what I'm saying? I just really just started to move differently.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Man. Talk about the moments when you're about to get incarcerated, man. Let's get right to it. The moments right there.
New Year's Eve, I don't smoke, drink, nothing.
What year we in? Right
2003.
now? Okay.
I don't smoke or drink or nothing. New Year's, my people like, man, We finna get you to smoke. We finna do whatever. So they roll up like 20 blunts.
Yeah.
Man, we smoking, drinking, celebrating. It's a celebration. Man, we got the world. I'm on top of the world right now. We got businesses, money. I'm still hooping. I'm still in my bag hooping, everything. So 23 days later, them people came knocking at that door. But I tell y'all, when I say it was Fluke, it was a guy that came to see me. He had bond one of his shorties out. And he spent, I think it was probably like $15,000 cash. He didn't know. Because he was a square brother. He worked, but he hustled on the side like that.
Gotcha.
But he didn't even really need to hustle because his job was paying him like $90,000 at this time. But I guess he had a gambling problem, so he was trying to balance it out.
Yeah.
He came and saw me that morning. And when he left, the feds pulled up on him. They say he had like about 2 bricks hard on him. So they basically tracked his steps back to where he had left, which was me. And they like, we done caught Jaws. Because they had never, you heard people speculate my name, money. But you could never see me because I'm on the road trips with the basketball team. I never talk on no phone, ever. Like, you're not gonna get me to do it. So they had no way. And they say, who? This is money?
Yeah, that's Fluke.
And before you know it, they kicked the doors down. Rushed the house. And nothing in there like that. Paraphernalia and bread. They got bread now. They took, I think, I want to say, hold on. The money is wrong. When they came in the house, they got 180. When the feds came, they got 250, and they got a bunch of jewelry, and came to court with a bunch of they had a bunch of receipts to the jury, but no jewelry. No jewelry. So you can see, Your Honor, he has this. The road. Where's it at?
Where is that though?
It was a robbery. It was a robbery. Yep.
Wow.
So came, you can see him rolling the cars out, putting them on the flatbeds, and you'll see the neighbors, because a lot of neighbors was envious because I was so young with it. I was always respectful though, but they was just envious because they like this young doing all this, and so that was kind of like a lot of people was happy.
So your head held high when your head held high when they walk you out, or
because I'm in shock. Because a young brother like you thinking like, even though you're doing on the left, I'm never thinking the feds is coming to see me either. I'm never thinking the feds is coming. You thinking Al Capone or John Gotti type situation. It's like, whoa. And it was like, we like, wow. And they were like, man, we really never ever could put a finger on you. Like it was a fluke like that. That type of fluke.
That's crazy.
Like, because I was really separating myself from the streets with all of my business ventures and all. I wasn't, like, that situation wasn't my situation. Like, I was really, like, removing myself. It was about to be a wrap. Like, you don't catch me then, it's almost like you're never catching me. But I never would have had this full mindset shift either, though.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you didn't get caught, right, meaning that, like, it was a fluke, if you didn't get caught, did you have a trajectory of where you wanted to go? Was it like, yo, I'm going to keep hustling until, like, I'm never going to stop because the money's so good? Or was it like, yo, I'm still hooping, at some point, I'm going to, go to the league, or at some point, I'm going to give it up? Like, what was your mindset, again, prior to getting caught? Why? So you're on top of the world, right? You're getting money. You got a great basketball career. You still got good grades. But what was the vision at that point?
Like I said, I never wanted to make a career out of drug dealing. You know what I'm saying? I did have a conscience, and I knew the body, the trauma, everything. I knew to a certain extent I was acknowledging it at that point. I wasn't fully acknowledging or accepting responsibility at that time, holding myself accountable. But I always had an end game, and my end game was providing lanes that my brothers could eat otherwise. So we would buy these properties. I would grow the property. You, and y'all go gut the property out. They go gut it out, bread. Yeah. Okay, now I need some brothers to go in and do the framing, drywall, bread. Yeah. Keeping everything in-house. So I had my family employed. I had my sisters run the barbershop. I had my other sisters, my girl, they run the restaurants. somebody inside of the restaurant, one of my OGs managing the gym facility, and then he was a carpenter, and he did construction. So I had NBA floors, the tongue and groove, like wasn't no garbage. We just rolled out some manolo. No, I had the shot clocks on the top of the backboards, NBA style Porter rims. I did not play no game, and I rarely ever speak on it because I'm not a guy that really like pop off. But man, we where we at? I got to give it to him uncut. And when them people came, my college dean and everything showed up at court for me.
Wow.
Like, man, this young man is not who y'all think he is. Yeah. Because he's in shock.
What was that like having to reveal your other life, right? Because that's two lives.
Right.
You
Best
this
of both
guy
worlds.
one day, and then you this guy on the same day. They don't know that life. Right. What's your mentality like that now? You reveal.
You sound like the judge.
You know what I mean?
You sound like the judge. You like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
He was so perplexed, man. He like 3.7 GPA.
Right.
You're averaging 25 points a year on NAIA. Y'all traveling 3 times out of the week. When do you have time to do this stuff? Yeah. You're really 2 different people.
Right.
Couldn't nobody believe it. The dean, like, I ain't believing none of that. Right. This young man is upstanding because I've always had that respectful demeanor. I'm never, even at my highest of height, I'm never boo-booing on nobody. I'm a treat, like you say, how people say, treat the janitor how you would treat, like the CEO. That's always been my mentality, man. I've always carried it like that. Like humble. Yeah. Don't get a shirt off my back.
Were you embarrassed though? Like now that they found out, like what was that? That sense of accountability. Was there a sense of accountability?
I think I didn't have time to be embarrassed because you got to think you're a young man who's only ever did, and this shows you the corruption of the system. I had only ever did 4 months boot camp in my life, and I probably shouldn't have done that due to ineffective assistance of counsel. Yeah. I'm being represented by a dope fiend. Right. And then I sit before the federal government and they tell me you looking at life? Oof. Oh, wow. So how can I couldn't think about embarrassment. Yeah, right. I'm like, life? Yeah. And I noticed the feds. I've heard you're not beating them. Right. Conviction rate 98%.
98%.
So you just looking like your life is over. Yeah. How is my life over? And I've never been to jail in my life for real at this point. Yeah. I had only been to boot camp.
Right.
We was doing push-ups and jumping jacks.
Right.
Now I graduate to John Gotti and you know what I'm saying? This status. Yeah.
And so by the time the feds ran down on you, I don't know. I mean, Rico has been around. Did you get what was the charge?
My charge was head of a drug conspiracy.
Okay, got it.
So it wasn't an actual Rico. It's just 2 or more conspiring to do something, which was all garbage. Yep. The person who they bumped, they tried to get him to tell on me. So the streets was ruming, he told on you. Yeah. End of the day.
Did they get like work money? Like did they?
They got his work.
Okay, got you.
They stole money from me.
Yep.
Bogus gun. Yep. Paraphernalia. This and that, because I'm not ever keeping no money
together. You ain't have it together.
It's never gonna be no money and work.
Got you.
Never ever. Yeah. Like I see that so often, and I be like, you never getting that.
Right.
And if you find that, you a bad man, because back then, and they done told all the trade secrets and stuff, but I used to have stuff where you can the whole cylinder drop down. Yeah. And it wasn't getting detected. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, please. Yeah. Jokers could talk it.
Yeah.
But young, like at my age, still going under the radar, humbly.
Do you feel like was there a number? Was it like, yo, I'm gonna make X amount of money and I'm out, like prior to getting caught?
Nah, because the money was there, the money was plentiful, and the businesses was flourishing. Mm-hmm. My only thing that was keeping me at a certain point was my loved ones, because I'm the thinker, I'm the brain. Yeah. If I cut it off, it's all going. It's gonna go. They're not gonna be able to do it. And I saw that when the feds came, the businesses terrible, the properties terrible, and anytime I'm on a visit, I know something. I know we just lost something. Right. How was you doing all of this? Right. How was you maintaining the restaurant, the this, the that, running the streets, and at your basketball,
Right.
traveling, and
Right. Yeah.
I just felt like I just had another chip in me. I'm built way different than your average individual. Like,
You the thinker. I can hear it too. Tell me what you think of that first night.
What up? It's your man Jay White, first name, last name. I'm happy you're here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. I want to welcome you to join the Crack the Code community, where I wrap my arms around you and teach you all the ins and outs of federal government contracting, the middleman or middlewoman way. In my community, on a weekly basis, you're going to get a Wednesday night call with me. You're going to get many courses and also training material. It's nothing like being in the community where everybody is joining hands, trying to learn the same process and get to this federal government contracting money. I'm going to see you on the other side. Click that link right now.
oh,
What you thinking?
you really thinking that it's over.
Yeah.
It's the feds. I had no contact. You ain't got no phone. You can't reach out. I just had them walls to look at. And then they mentality, he young. We finna break him.
Yeah,
And
they
did-
gonna-
did-
they
did-
gonna
did
try
you-
to break
We're about to break him because this man, he got ties to
Right.
real. Like, this man got ties to Mexico for real. Like, I'm really locked in with these people. Like, I'm eating dinner with them.
Right.
I'm out at the clubs with them. They love me because I'm they cash cow.
Yeah, you making
So they
money.
like, oh, they kick their feet up. We gonna sit him in this box. He's never been confined before.
Yeah.
And he gonna do what everybody else do.
Tell. Yeah,
That's
that's what they think.
That's what brings us to this.
Wow. And did you how much time did you go to court? Did you take a plea deal?
So we're gonna fast forward a little bit. I'll give it to you like this. Initially, I hired a lawyer.
yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I hired my attorney. I gave him $10,000 for the initial court hearing.
Yeah.
He come back and say, "Hey, Greg, okay, cool. Well, this is what they need you to do. And once you do this, we're gonna work out the sentencing." I said, "They need me to do what?"
Right.
He's a cooperation lawyer. See, people don't understand. They have different types of attorneys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to get the best lawyers.
Yeah.
So I'm going off names. We had a guy, street legend, unknown vice lord named Willie Lloyd. He used them. The initial attorney that I used, and he really made $10,000 off me for one court appearance. Because I'm like, dude, I'm not.
Yeah, he
telling.
out of here.
Right.
Yeah,
What is you talking about?
out of here?
And he got right out the way. So immediately, I wasn't no get my money back, wasn't no nothing.
Right.
Just, I lost that 10K in the door.
Right.
So this began the game of getting these high-priced lawyers,
Yeah.
milking a young brother because he's not playing by the system rules. I understood that I'm not telling,
Right.
so my face is great.
Yep.
Not only am I not telling, I'm not taking no plea agreement because I know y'all arrested me bogus. Like, they kicked the doors in, no search warrant. But I know this. My lawyers know this, but everybody pushing these plea agreements upon me. So I had another lady, beautiful black sister, man. She come in and do the same. She didn't do the cooperation with them, but she said, "Greg, look at it on the bright side. You 20 years old. If you take 20 years, you barely 24, 23. You'll be out when you're 40 something. You can function." I said, "What?" I say, "Lady, I've only did 4 months boot camp.
Right.
I've never been to jail for real.
Right.
Take the 20. I'm telling you, they gonna slam
Take
you."
the 20.
Like she fought, like trying to, and I looked on her eyes after giving her 50 and told her, "Man, you can no longer represent me."
Wow.
This is all before trial.
Sheesh.
So now I'm like, man, these people is really
Yeah, they raped
finna hang me.
Yeah, they raped me.
So I know I can't take the plea agreement anyway, because now brothers need to understand that if you take a plea, you sign over all your rights. So you don't get the opportunity when new laws come out, you don't get that relief. So me going to trial, at least I preserve all my appellate rights.
Right.
And if a new law change right away and it's retroactive, it's gonna apply to me. When you lock yourself into these plea agreements, yeah, I did it. This your time.
Yeah, you done.
So you get lucky and they give you a little relief. But nah, overall, when you see them I came home off the crack, I came off of it. Yeah, all right. With the Smokey Robinson, Luther Vandross. Yeah, hey, bring you a cup of water.
Yeah.
Pour it on them. But hey, for real, like, I keep it all the way a buck when it comes to this. And I've been around some of the most vicious savages in the street.
Yeah.
And I watched them fold like pocket knives.
Man.
I'm talking about, I ain't never carried myself like I'm some super duper killer.
Right.
I had hands, I was nice, and I never ducked no wreck. But I watched real demons go in there and say, man, my mama taught me how to cook it. So that let me know how they was pitting us against each other and how they was just trying to devour us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they know if you get one brother to tell on the next brother, that brother to tell on the next brother, it's just a domino effect. And what do you see? We flooding they facilities.
Massive.
So I said in song, I say something about how the system don't change because we do the same old thing over and over again. Like we don't make the adjustments.
Right.
You know? And like I said, that all that happened. And like I said, prior to me going to prison, like I ain't glorifying nothing. Like I done been in a situation where a brother close range on me due to jealousy and envy, not by that brother, but by somebody that was, you know, probably feeling like I was having my way too much at that time. Close range, shaking, because he really don't want to do this. And none of the bullets hit me. I was able to push away from him, run away. He's shooting. I can hear the bullets hitting the ground. He's aiming at the ground.
Wow.
This close, closer than these cameras.
Wow.
Aiming at the ground, but my people so crazy and demoned out. I'm inside of a basketball playground. They come running in because they know I'm in there. We got to save the cash.
Right.
And one of my guys ended up getting hit that night. So then, I've had other instances where some guys try to do a botched robbery, but instead of robbing, we in a car and they crash into the car and open fire on the vehicle. If this is a robbery, I ain't got to do none of that.
You ain't got to do none of this.
This money is, I'm printing the money for real.
Right.
I'm printing it.
Right.
You ain't got to do that. What you?
Right.
So I've had those instances. So it wasn't always like I floated through too. And I've, like I said, deaths, bodies. I've lost a lot of brothers.
Yeah.
Saw it close up like this, everything. So traumatic PTSD situations that a brother had to deal with through all of this. So it never was like where it was sweet. Like I tell people today, like man, how you go from being that? Like how do you adjust? How you make that adjustment? I say because no amount of money is worth my peace. You know, because all that money, I never had a day of peace. It was always something going on because I had so much range. You got work out south, you got work in another state. It's always something going on.
When the adjustment started, you think? Like when you say you adjusted, like number one, you thinking about your life is over.
Right.
Your first night. Then you paying. So far, you just gave away 60
Gave
racks.
away.
Gave away 60 racks so far. You end up getting a lawyer. How much time you end up getting?
I ended up getting 25 years.
Okay.
I ended up getting a 25-year sentence. And anybody who was in the feds with me will tell you, I was really Michael Jordan of the FBOP. Wow. Like I boost the whole morale of every joint I went to. Like I never lost a game. Anybody, because the post, they gon' once you start doing your thing, they gonna go viral. They gonna tell you this man. They brought Chris Carr. I went to a facility called Minnesota in Waseca. Chris Carr played for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Chris Carr.
They brought him into the facility. He brought a team into the facility. And I used to give them people the flux. That's the only, like, I never lost to no BOP team they used to put together, but that's the only team that ever beat me. But I'm giving them 40s and 50s and snatching on their head. When you stop, they go, everything dude is saying he was doing throughout the whole BOP system, I destroyed everything in there. I never ever lost a single game. So first off, I boost the whole morale of the joint. The staff, everybody would come in and watch me play. I had a job so sweet. I'm working like this is my job, and this is where you go out of the prison right here. That's unheard of. So guys was hating like, this man got all this time. How he get to work right here close to there? They used to be hating, but the thing was, the prison they sent me to was designed to break me as well, because you gave a brother with 25 years a sentence and destination to a place where I was seeing brothers go home every day, or either on furloughs or this and that. It's like, cause that could play on a brother mindset, like, man, these guys go home every day.
Yeah.
I might as well just get up with the dumb and just start doing dumb stuff
Right.
and extend my time because now I'm so upset
Right.
because I'm seeing this. You got to put me with a level of people where I'm not seeing this happen on a daily, but they didn't because they were just trying to really mess with my mental, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And so now, 25 years, you're in there, talk like in your mind, are you like regretful? Are you like my life is over? Like
I never looked at it like my life was over.
He in there hooping, giving
I felt like I was I played it like I was still in college.
Yeah.
So that was my mindset while I was legally
Yeah.
battling still. And that was just the mindset on a daily, like, this is not it. But one day sitting on my bunk, I really this is when everything really came full circle. Me holding myself accountable.
Yeah.
It was like, man, I said, man, all of this good. We get in that day room and jokers go to talking slick. Oh, I landed a helicopter in such and such, such and such.
Yeah.
I did this, I did that. Yeah, that's cool for a minute. When I really reflected on what I did, the damage I caused to my communities and communities all over the world with a poison that I was providing to my people, where there was young children that weren't able to get the nurturing that they deserved because their mother, father, uncle, or brother was sprung out on the drug I was selling, or they was hustling with me or something like that, and they didn't get to reach their full potentials. That started to weigh on me.
For sure. Yeah.
Once that started to weigh on me, my mind completely shifted. Like, you couldn't get me to entertain them type of conversations no more while in there.
Done with
it was just like, I was laser focused. I'm like, man, I gotta get home and I gotta get out here and make a difference. You know, I gotta right all my wrongs. So from that point on, that was my stance. So one day I was down at the rec, shooting, I'm hooping.
Let me see that phone.
Oh, you know, it's the elbow is in. The elbow is in.
I still got the phone.
The elbow is in. Look, you gotta keep the elbow in, man. It's just a guide in. So look, and man, I got a call. Man, come down to the counselor's office. In the feds, you get a call like that, you thinking somebody didn't caught a memory. So now you can get a memory, another indictment pop up. Because I done flooded so many different areas. So I'm kind of shook. I'm like, what's going on? And I got on the phone, my lawyer said, you need to take a seat. So I'm thinking, oh, who is it now?
Right.
Who lying now?
Right.
Because I done had guys lie, say that I sold them X, Y, and Z, trying to get time cut. But since I went to trial, they know I get to face my accuser, and they gonna see them guys in the courtroom, and they ain't. Oh no, I ain't. Just recant that. I ain't. Because it's easy to get time off. Because if they don't go to trial, if I don't go to trial, and I take a plea agreement, and you said X, Y, and Z about me, you can get 5 years off your sentence.
You get to face your accuser if you go to trial.
Yes. He got to stand up to that. He got to say, oh, yeah, so yeah, dude was giving me 18 ounces hard 3 times a month. He got to stand on the stand and say that with all our guys sitting out there and this and that. And the one guy who this was, he like, man, I can't do that. Because I know this is just a bold-faced lie. I thought this little youngin' was finna take a plea. I was finna get his quick 5 years off. And he ended up being at a joint with me. And they were trying me in all type of angles. Hey, we know you're a high-ranking member. This gentleman who was gonna testify against you is on the compound. We can ship you off now. I'm good. I'm at peace.
Stay right there. Right.
I'm at peace.
I want to mention something, and I know, and we're gonna get to this, but I know that what you do now is mindset shift, right? You help people with a mindset shift. As I believe we all master manifestors, but as a master manifestor, one of the things I realize is in order to manifest whatever you decide, whatever you want in the future, it's about what are you focusing on now? Like, how do you feel right now? And the fact, and I caught something that you said, right? Like, while you was hooping, having fun, you was in the street, and that gave you a level of success. When you were even in the inside, you were hooping, you were having fun, and we'll talk about your time. But now that you do this work, what's the correlation? And I actually heard Wallow say this as well. When Wallow, when he was doing his time, he's like, he never really looked at it as serious. Like he was almost like pretending he was having a good time,
Right.
as much as he could. What's the correlation between staying in the present and how you feel compared to what you're able to manifest?
I think with stand in the present, you can't lose sight that you actually confined.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
So although I knew I was in jail and there was a lot of grimy stuff going on in prison, it's prison.
Yeah, it's prison.
I think I have a certain light over me that gravitates people. So it was like I was able to really like manifest everything before it even came to fruition because I was always just on that. Like I never let nothing derail me from my plans.
Yeah.
Like you got a lot of guys that come to prison just to figure out how to become better criminals.
Yeah.
And so that's the rehabilitation side of it for me because the jail's not rehabilitating you for real. The prisons, they taking away programs. It's not rehabilitation.
Right.
So this is our job. That's why you do what you do. You do what you do
sure.
because we are actually the tools that are needed to help rehabilitate these brothers. And a lot of prisons may want to do more, but when they start cutting and doing this and that, but for the most part, that's how it was with me. It was like I'm able to do it because I never get sidetracked. I stay on top of the task. You know.
Yeah. And then so now, word on the street is you didn't do 25.
Right.
Talk to us about that.
So that phone call when I took a seat, I'm just knowing it's another case.
Yeah.
I hear them going crazy. My lawyer's going crazy in the background. Yeah. I'm like, what's going on? They say, man, your whole sentence has been overturned. Your conviction has been vacated.
Whoa.
This was 08, the start of 08, when I first caught the news. I'm weak, like spaghetti. I don't know what to feel.
Right.
Yeah.
So your entire conviction.
How many years have you?
At this time I would say 4.
Okay.
So now I'm spaghetti noodles. I'm dizzy. Like I don't know. I'm like, what? So what's next? Like,
Yeah. What's happening now?
How did this happen? Like, it wasn't that I didn't have faith that it was gonna happen one day. I just didn't see it unfolding the way it had unfolded.
Right.
So now the joint know. Everybody know because they was calling me and one of my homies, CK. Shout out to CK. They was calling us Eddie and Martin because we had so much. Both of us had over 20 years.
Right.
Man, y'all gonna close the joint out too old. And now the joint ringing because they're like, man, money finna go home. What? So, you so high, you happy. So now they ship me back to Chicago, our Metropolitan Correctional Facility, like big building, some little diamonds on it where I was one of the guys who used to have visitors come down and shake up for the building. The women would come and do all, and then my girl would be whispering in the dark every night. So I'm legendary over there. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, this girl come down here every night. Yeah, she in the Beamer. And I had to stop her from doing it because they like, man, this dude with that bag, we gonna grab up. You never know how guys thinking. So them rumors started. But yeah, I've always gave brothers who going through them struggles the best time that I could possibly give them. I try to help. Yeah. But when I got back, so now I'm like, man, I'm waiting when I leave. Yeah. I'm thirsty. We sitting on my deck one day and they like, man, your co-defendant back in the building. I'm like, my co-defendant back in the building? For what? His conviction didn't get overturned.
Right.
His sentence didn't get vacated.
Right.
Mine did.
Right.
We had different issues. Mine was Fourth Amendment violation, illegal search and seizure. He didn't have none of that.
Oh, got it.
So he didn't get that get back. So I'm like, why is he here?
Right.
And I rock with him. This is my bro. Like, he good people. You boot up with me. You went to trial with me. You showed me,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying, some form of loyalty. They're like, man, if this man leave off this deck to go to kangaroo court, we smashing him. Kangaroo court is when you go jump on somebody's case. That's what we call it, kangaroo court.
Yeah.
And if you leave, like court is very early, 5, 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
You get up real early and they prep you for court.
Right.
You go to court at 11, 12 in the afternoon, that's kangaroo court.
Yeah.
So if anybody ain't new to this, if you're new to this, that's what that is. Court starts at the court when they grab everybody and wrap them up for court. Right. Anybody going to court after those hours, that ain't court for real.
Right.
That's That's we about to go
Yeah,
do
they
this.
tell me,
Right.
So,
We about to
look,
sing a song.
Yeah,
so
tell
they
me.
went up there. Man, what you doing back? Like, man, they want me to testify on money. He said they basically telling me I can go home if because they wanted me that bad. They like, you cocky young,
right.
you cocky
Oh,
young
and you
man.
got your
Went to trial,
Right,
did that, and you
right,
think you're
right,
gonna get off
right.
like that? So, guess what he told him? Man, send me back to the joint. He could have went home.
Yeah.
They sent him back to the joint.
He got 25.
He ended up getting 12 and a half.
Okay.
I got the 25. He ended up getting 12.
yeah.
And he ended up catching a blessing down the line because like I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing, everything. He ended up catching him a little relief. But now they don't have that leverage of him. So now they come at me like, well, we still can do this, we still can do that. The judge like, man, the seizure was bogus. We don't know what else is bogus. Y'all case is not as strong as y'all think it is. And he always had faith in me because he saw that, excuse me, he saw that other side in me.
Right. He
Yeah.
saw
So he basically telling them like,
He saw the hooper.
yeah. So I basically led with, I had a contract to go overseas to play in China that was pending. So I'm like, y'all stop my career. I had a career going on. So I'm going to sue y'all. I win a case in trial, I'm suing. Bottom line, they like, man, so now we're in a battle.
Yeah.
And my lawyer's ready. Like, man, what y'all see? I didn't just beat y'all on the appellate level. What's up?
Yeah.
So now, guess what these fools do? I'm trying to show y'all how diabolical the system is. And people who sit around here blind, they told me, hey, would you cop out to a phone count? My parents dealt with this.
Right.
I lost my great-grandmother during this. I lost a lot of brothers during this place of confinement. I didn't really want to take my family back through it.
Right.
Yeah.
They say, man, you cop out to this phone count, it carries 1 to 4 years. You know the judge got favor in you. He's not going to give you the high end.
Yeah.
Would you take that? Bro, I had never they never had me on one phone
Yeah, you said you don't talk on the
conversation.
phone.
Yeah,
Right.
don't talk on the phone.
Right.
I copped out to this to get a year and a day just so my family could be done with it.
Wow.
And I can move on with my life.
Wow.
So I ended up having to go, because I ended up getting released.
Right.
I was back on the streets while we was fighting the appeal, deciding what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So I was back out.
Yeah.
So I'm readjusting, finding my footing, but I know it's a chance that either I'm going to get a life sentence again if I end up going back to trial because they're going to try to come with some different angles, or now I'm going to decide to take this plea.
Yeah.
Them people was that diabolical that I signed my name on a telephone count that never happened.
Never happened.
Wow.
Just to get a year and a day
Oh,
and walk it
How
off.
old are you running something?
When I signed off on that, 2010, I was, what I want to say?
What year?
This was 2010.
Okay, 2010.
Yeah, 2010.
All right,
So
all right.
they're about 33, something like that. So I signed off on the phone count, went in there and gave them people 10 more months.
Wow.
That's how I got to the almost 5 years.
That's crazy.
Had to give them 10 more months. Like, I'm free. Y'all know this case is bogus.
Yeah.
It's over
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
But nah, we
would've made
still
it-
gonna
yeah,
get
yeah,
a,
we
we're
would.
gonna get something. We're gonna
Yeah.
get a conviction out of
That's
it at least.
And when you got locked up, what happened to the businesses that you had? Did you
They
lose
just-
them or you still?
No, it was plummeting before.
Okay.
Yeah, it was plummeting like the third day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was plummeting. Oh, what's going on? We can't do it.
Right.
Everybody was in the scramble because
Yeah.
it really showed me how much of a mastermind I was to everything that was going on.
That 10 months that you had to do, I think I know the answer, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. During them 10 months, now you was out, now you back, you gotta give them another 10. During those 10 months, what are you thinking about the whole 10 months?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I was floating. It was like I could do it on my head because even now I'm not even my out date 2027.
Yeah.
Like right now, I still had a couple
You
years.
still be locked up.
Yeah, my out date is 2027. Yep. So I was really floating during that time, man. I had cell phone.
Yeah.
I'm eating outside food because now they done sent me to a camp.
Ah,
I got low time. We ain't got no gates up.
Yeah.
Women coming in there. My girl, it was so crazy. This crazy. My knee. I only got 10 months to do with you people. This camp, they took me to an outside hospital for my knee. I was having a knee pain, but they wanted me to hoop so bad that they wanted to get it checked out.
They took you to a
They
real
took me
hospital.
to an outside hospital with the camp driver. I got a cell phone. I had my girl meet me at the hospital. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
She was able to pull up to the hospital.
Yeah.
Man, I slept for 3 weeks. I slept for 3 weeks, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, they came, did legs. Man, they was on that, like,
Yeah.
because they understand when you got that peaceful environment,
Yeah.
which I was helping bring that peace,
Yeah.
that we want to make sure that's still good.
Yeah.
Because we the fake reporters, newspaper articles. Because you got to jail. You really got to do your time.
Yeah.
So that's how brothers was doing their time. So they was calling it, they bidding off of me.
Yeah.
So I got to make sure that they got to make sure the knee right.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say was the toughest part though of being locked up?
It was being away from my kids, first and foremost, because being in the streets, I was having kids left and right at a young age. Like, I'm 24, 25. I already had, I had 5 kids.
Sheesh.
I have
24.
really almost, because I had 4,
Yeah.
and then a young lady was pregnant with my son, who I moved here. I've had a son that when I eventually came home, he was in 3rd grade, and I had to really remove him from Chicago, and he's been with me ever since. He's 19 now. Like, he's never he don't know nothing about Chicago. Very diverse upbringing from his pops. He's 19 now, graduated high school, full entrepreneur, like my entire DNA in him. So that speaks to environment, because my other 2, his older brothers, they took a different route.
Okay.
And in that route, when I came home, it was like I wanted to grab them, like, man, just trying to make up for that lost time.
Yeah.
Brought them down here. They basically took, man, it's too slow. This lame. We ain't,
Yeah.
And then at that time, when they went back, the 15-year-old got shot.
Wow.
So I'm feeling that guilt right away. Like, I get on the phone because I'm thinking he's dead.
Right.
I'm in my gym training. Man, your son just got shot. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You think in Chicago it's over?
Yeah.
15 years old.
Yeah.
I get on the phone. I call a hospital. My son get on the phone. Daddy, that wasn't for me. I got hit in the crossfire. You 15. You just left a place where you just asked me, Daddy, do y'all have police?
Yeah.
Like, it was that comfortable out here.
Yeah.
But you like, I'm good. I'm in a rage. I'm on my way to come get you now. Nah, I'm straight, Daddy.
Yeah.
At that moment, the baby bro was still staying with them.
Yeah.
I love my older sons, but at this time, let me go get him before it spills over.
Sure.
And that's how I ended up getting the younger of their brothers.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's life been like, man, as an entrepreneur since you've been home?
Man, shout out to my bro Greg Point du Jour. He's one of the first guys I connected to when I came down to Georgia and reinvented myself. Because upon my release, I went back to the city. All my people still on the same thing, and they waiting for me.
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah.
Hey, Chief, what we doing? What's the hold up?
Yeah.
I'm like, them people have my life in their hands.
Right. Yeah.
Do the same thing, man. You gotta be sick. I'm elevating.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yep. So I say that in the intro to one of my songs. I say they had my life in their hands. Man, that could have been it. Get out and do the same thing, man. You gotta be sick. I'm elevating. Finding something to build to. This a deep cleanse, getting rid of that mildew. It only makes you stronger. Hard work won't kill you. So I end up getting away.
Yeah.
I wasn't running from none of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know they was laying the red carpet out for me. You solid. You done went to trial.
Right.
Man, them people was gonna give me. I could have got the mother load.
Right.
Because people wasn't built like me.
Yeah.
And I walked away from it all. I had one last visit with one of my basketball coaches. He had owed me $180,000 for some condos. And when we went to dinner, and I was speaking to him about it, and the man had a recorder. He was recording me. Like, basically, like, if you try to come at me for this property, I'm finna tell the feds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
And when I saw it, I was in complete shock.
Yeah.
Because I had a great reverence for this man. And I because I'm just trying to piece my money together now.
Right,
Everybody playing broke. So I'm trying to tie up loose ends at this point.
Yeah.
And I was in shock. I'm like, if this man, because I didn't really get to talking in detail. And I'm paranoid.
Yeah.
I just got to go. The world is messed up. And I just came down here. Don't nobody know me here. I'm like, man, I'll go work at a McDonald's. I'm humble.
Right,
I'm just happy to be home.
Right, for sure.
My homie Greg P was working at LA Fitness. I had got myself in a little shape. I went from like 150 pound joker to 180, 90. My weight up. I can train.
Yeah.
Jokers used to follow me. We call them cars. So I had my own little kind of joint. So I'm like, I can train. So I go up there. He like, bro, he said, I understand you been incarcerated.
Yeah.
He had a stint where he did a little jail time as well. And he like, man, I'm going to get you in. Yeah, he got me in.
Yeah.
I worked 70 hours. Look, people gave me a check for $440.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Look,
That's crazy.
that brought me all the way back into my entrepreneurial spirit.
Right.
Because I was humble. I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to work a job. Hi, how's everybody doing? I'm going to square it out.
Right.
Man, them people gave me that check for $440 for 70 hours. Straight back into entrepreneurship demon mode. The next time Greg saw me, I said, hey, I got a facility. You want to keep working for these people?
Yeah, come work for
Or
me.
you want to come over here, we can partner up and we can do our own thing.
Yeah.
Because you can't pass that, whatever you're doing down to your seeds. But what we doing, we can pass this down. And we can also help people.
For sure.
And so we ended up opening a gym called Hybrid Impact Fitness. No bread.
What's the name of it again?
It was called Hybrid Impact Fitness.
Okay.
So no money, right?
Yeah.
So we like, just, the little money we got saved up.
Yeah.
So it's like, so what we gonna do? So we went to we were trying to find spaces that hadn't been leased in a few years because we know the owners would be more eager to lease the spaces.
Right.
So that was one leverage.
Yeah.
We got told no a million times. I ain't gonna lie, I got told no a million times. And that could have really kicked me back into my self-preservation mode.
Sure.
A lot of these guys that come home, that's how they get caught up in recidivism because they are one-trick ponies. Yeah. You got to think, I was an entrepreneur even at that young age back then.
Yeah.
So I always had the mindset of this. Yeah. So when I came home, I battled checking the box.
Yeah.
Have you ever been convicted of a felony?
Yep.
We can't do nothing with you. A million times.
Yeah.
Even for housing. Have you ever been convicted of a felony?
Yep.
Oh, we can't. Rent to you.
Yep.
So it's so many hurdles that if you're not mentally strong and mentally built for it, you're going to fold under these conditions. That's why it's important for brothers like ourselves, and these platforms to give them the information.
Absolutely.
So when we get down, we sitting down about the lease, we got another trick up our sleeve. I say, okay, well, this is a 2-3 year lease. What if we do a 5-year lease? Would you build a space out for us? He like, how you Negroes think to think like that? Like who told you to think like that? And he like, you know what? Shook on it. Built the whole space out for us. We came in with a couple pieces of equipment and got the ball rolling. Social media wasn't popping. We walking hills, door to door with real manual flyers, putting them illegally in mailboxes, putting them in doors. Man, all over the place. And we flooded the community.
Wow.
We outgrew the space within 1 year off a 5-year lease.
Wow.
And then he ended up having trouble with his leasing. We was able to get out the lease. We jumped right to a 3,000 square foot facility directly across the street from North Cobb High School. So now we got access to all the athletes. So now I'm like, oh, we popping. So now you get all the athletes coming in here. This is 3,000 square feet. So now I'm like, okay, nutrition. We got a bunch of clients who working hard, but they're not eating right. So I immediately, they tell y'all, Greg had to you got to staple me down somewhere because my mind is always working. I'm like, yo, we finna get up, we're gonna get a fridge and we're gonna put meal prep. So we did that for a while, outgrew it. I'm like, man, we need a restaurant. Greg like, we need a restaurant, bro. I'm telling you, I've owned restaurant before. I know the business. So within 1 month, we was in a complex. The restaurant had been sitting right across from the gym the whole time in the same little office space. It had a hood. It had a grease trap, everything already. Man, within a month, we launched Hybrid Fit Food, all healthy eating restaurant. No beef, no pork, none of that. So the kids coming over, they getting fresh smoothies, salads, wraps. So I'm really starting to feel like, man, I'm like in my element. I'm doing my part now. Everything I spoke on as far as getting back and making a difference and changing,
Yeah.
making it, it's happening.
Yeah.
So now I got trainers coming in who been getting ripped off at LA Fitness.
Yeah.
I started empowering them. One of them is my brother Knock. He had just came home from the joint from Jersey.
Yeah.
He's sick, out of shape.
Yeah.
Man, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This my first time meeting him. This is how I am.
Yeah.
I ain't no gatekeeper. I ain't none of that. I'm just a person. I got a heart of gold. So I saw him. I'm like, bro, what you doing? He's like, man, I'm trying to figure life out, man. I just moved down from Jersey, boo. I said, man, you want to train? Train? What you talking about? Personal trainer. But man, you want to be a trainer?
Yeah.
I said, I can get you certified in a day.
Yeah.
You can come train at the gym, and you can build your clientele up. Ain't no tax and ain't none of that.
Yeah.
Because I understood what he was going
Right.
through, and if he don't get the right guidance,
He going back.
he going back.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, brought him in. The brother trained Scoot Henderson. He just went top 3 in the NBA draft. He trained Flajay right now. He was just out there with Flajay from LSU, who was with Angel Reese.
Yeah.
She flies him out
Wow.
to do work with her.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
bigger than any money amount. Although
Right.
we've never not made 6 figures
Right.
a year at least from these facilities, from the gym.
Yep.
We was able to grow to a 7,000 square foot facility. This is where Scoot Henderson at, empowered more trainers. One of the guys, Corey, shout out to Corey, he trained Justin Fields, Dan Waller. We getting high profile.
Yeah.
And I'm looking back, watching this thing
That's fire.
just all come together.
Yeah.
All up into COVID. My mother ended up passing.
Oh, sorry.
And then we had the restaurant was right across the street from a school. I never looked at demographics when it came to this restaurant because I'm like, we get 50 kids that's coming over every single day. So that ended up going through hardship during the COVID stage.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm a humble brother.
Yeah.
I ain't cocky and feel like I gotta prove a point. Let me keep the restaurant open. Chet, I'm like, man, please. I'm cutting my losses.
Right.
We may start doing some catering or something, but
right.
now what I gotta keep, y'all not letting nobody come outside.
Right.
Yeah.
The schools is closed.
Right.
Yeah.
So that happened on a freak accident. Other than that, the restaurant, which is a tough business, was open for 5 years over there.
Wow. Yeah.
So, and like I said, the gym, 7,000 square feet. We did that. And then when my mother died, that's how I ended up fully falling into my mindset shift, the mission. Because I was still doing speaking engagements, going back to Chicago, talking and doing this and that. But after my mother died, it was like full-fledged. I started writing for therapy because a lot of us feel like we don't need therapy. So, man, I spoke with my therapist, and I just started writing. And that writing gave birth to a healthy brand of music. Yeah. It was crazy. Like, I've never rapped, but everybody's a drug. The big drug dealers always had labels. When you think about me,
Right.
you form labels. So
Right,
I've been
right.
around music, but I never thought I'm going to be doing music or rapping. So when people look like, man, Money doing rapping, nah, this was a calling. Like, my mother placed this on me. I'm just happen to be a former street dude that know how to rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
I started incorporating the music with the speaking because I understood that you can relate more. You can connect with the youth more through
Easy.
it. And they're being poisoned through the music that they're
Facts.
receiving now.
Anyway, yeah.
So I'm like, man, I'm finna put together a whole catalog of life music.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. So now when I go into these schools, Clark Atlanta University, I'm in there. When I speak, I perform. And they like, man, that's dope.
Nah, that's fine.
Because the music is dope. No killing,
Yeah.
no cussing, no glorification of guns and drugs,
Yep.
no degradation of the women. You're not gonna find that in no song, but I've written over 100 songs in 2.2 seconds. Me and Grit, my partner, had did a book. Prior to that, I done wrote 2 more books since then. I really wrote maybe 4 or 5 books. I've been in the lab, man.
Yeah,
I done created a curriculum, so I'm ready to just bust out. I got.
That's what we're gonna talk about
yeah.
off camera and on camera a little bit, because obviously I got a huge program in the prison systems in Miami,
Dope.
prison systems in California as well, where we teach federal government contracting.
Nice.
So the Miami-Dade County reentry program,
Fire.
They got my program in there. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna see how we can make sure we continue to have these individuals that's locked up really be reformed and not just fake reform.
Yeah.
Right.
It's-
No, I love that. I love that
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's a lot of fake stuff going on. I went to Fulton County for 30 days straight when Thug and Lucci and all that had that going on.
Yeah.
I fed Lucci Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And the reason I was able to give him Chick-fil-A is because when we came into the facility, we boosted morale there. They saw a real, genuine brother. They say, man, we get these celebrities come through here for a show, and it's not real. Like, you came through here, we can tell. You tell the guards, nah, y'all ain't got to be in here, and y'all can lock the doors. They looking at me like, I'm really on their pods.
There you go.
Like a cell right here, a cell right there, shower right here. I'm in there with them for hours on end. Like, we building. And they getting emotional because they like, man, if he could do this, I could really do this. So, and you would see the fake side of it with other people that don't really mean well with it. They would just show you how genuine I was with it. And I'm driving like an hour every single day. Just going up there. Wasn't no pay in it.
It don't come like that.
Right.
Yeah, it don't come like that.
And they like to the point where, man, we got to pay you.
Right.
These boys want to see you every day. They be like, man, you coming back really? And I'm popping up every single day for it. Like, man, because I just feel like it's what I was placed here to do. I was placed here for service. So
nah, man, your story is more than impeccable, more than amazing. The redemption of it all. The crazy thing is, it don't even feel like a redemption story because if you look at when you were in your early 20s with the gym, with the restaurants, with the barbershop, with all of that, that just is a full circle story. It ain't really a redemption. It's a full circle story. And I appreciate you sharing all of it with us,
man. No doubt.
And I think one of the things that really has captured me is your energy, right? Because you said this earlier, was like you're a light. Like anywhere you go, and I hope, and I'm pretty sure as people are watching this, they're feeling that energy, right? Because I think that is also a testament that, I mean, Jay said this, right? Lock my body, can't lock my mind.
Right, now, for sure.
And I feel like, you're a living testament of perspective, right? Like regardless of what's going on in your life, it's really what perspective are you looking at it from? You know what I'm saying? Because the truth of the matter is that you had accepted the 25 years that they gave you. And, again, that's why I asked that question about manifestation and just having fun, because even though you accepted the 25 years and you didn't let that, get you down, and there wasn't really a focus on, the system is wrong or this and that, you know what I'm saying? It wound up coming back full circle where the blessing was handed to you, even, you know what I'm saying? And so that's a testament that people should focus, that don't focus on what you don't want. Whatever's happening in your life, focus on the positive, focus on what, make the best out of what your situation.
Because I could have woed as me. And then that energy, like it's power when I always speak about the subconscious mind. So it's about what you feeding it. So on a daily, I try to make sure I'm feeding it real brain food. And giving it that, where I can really, like, every day, positive affirmations, everything, like, just locked in. For sure. And I truly believe that that's what made everything, first and foremost, the creator, for sure, because I know it wasn't me.
Right.
But that man just made it happen. But it was at that moment where now you got to make a decision. All this stuff that you've been putting in your mind and all this positivity, you got to go out there and really live it. And I would have been I wouldn't have been the man I am today if I didn't really go out there and fully live it. Like, I don't straddle the fence. I've had guys tell me, man, you be talking. You need to start talking about that stuff. That's gonna really sell. Like, you want me to get in the ENS had 30 chicks doing it. I'm not doing that because I know what I'm here for. So I don't straddle the fence in no way. No street stuff. No nothing. Like, I don't cuss. It ain't nothing that I don't do online that you're gonna see me do offline. Like, I'm all aware in alignment. Like,
the only thing I want to see you do that you talked about is I gotta look at this camera. Right? This is my.
You want to see me hoop?
I want to see the hoop game. That's what we want to see. What that is like in real life.
You know how they say, call such and such up. Man, we put them all online. They gonna say, man, we could not get around that joker. Man. The only thing now, man, I think. And, they say one thing is undefeated, and that's father time. I look 25. I look 30. I'm almost 50, man. It's just the fountain of youth. That's it. That's another thing, youngins. Y'all out there drugging, smoking, drinking, all that. I'm 47 years old. I'll be 48 next month. Man, health is wealth, man. Take care of yourself.
1,000%. 1,000%. one piece of advice, right? Because a lot of our brothers and sisters that are probably currently behind the wall, who they're about to come out, or somebody who has just been released, what's one piece of advice you want to give them so that way they could thrive beyond the wall?
I would say I stand by the 7 P's. You know, a lot of people speak on the 7 P's. You know, proper preparation and planning prevents piss poor performance. So I know I wanted to perform at the highest of heights. So I've always prepared for that day, you know, of release. Like I said, I never claimed the time. Although I was doing it, I never claimed it. So it's like when you making preparations to get home and you got a vision, you can kind of execute. It's going to help you execute as long as you stay within the alignment of it. You know, and it's like being consistent, resilient, because coming from a place of confinement, you're going to get, like I spoke on, a lot of the no's. And it's up to you to not revert back, you know, because it's hard. I can't, you know, I just have a different chip in me. Like I said, it doesn't work for everybody. But for the most part, I feel like as long as you putting yourself in that position where like, okay, I got a plan. If I do this, execute this, I know this is gonna happen. I know this is gonna happen. But when that happens, this is my backup.
Right.
And when this happens, this is my backup. It helps you because if you don't, you just, I'm free. And you get out. And soon as John and Mike pull up, they got the weed. It's a gun in the car. They got pulled over. None of them got a case. You fresh out. This your gun.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
That's great.
Right. So if the people wanted to connect with you, I know you said you got books out. You know, talk a little bit about your books. Where can they hear your music? All that stuff.
What was that? I think that was in Living Color. I'm a surgeologist, a cosmetologist. I also got a job at the flower shop.
He definitely telling his age down at Living Color,
but look,
baby.
nah, it's Realionaire_money on IG. Realionaire Lifestyle Collection for the merch. Y'all see I'm rocking some of it now.
Fresh.
Actually brought some for my peeps. I got a few books. All of it is on Realionaire Lifestyle collection.com. We got Background Check with my bro Greg. And then I did my autobiography. It's a dope book. And then I did Real Bars Matter. This is a book where I break down, this is a book where I break down 24 of my verses. And I just was showing why real bars matter. Because a lot of these people not saying nothing.
Nothing. They mumble.
So when I say it's all preachy when they feeding you knowledge, but hardcore gangster when they feeding you garbage. See, that's the disconnect, and I'm helping them solve it. The stolen intellect, they convicted of robbing. I am Batman. I ain't never been robbing. Superhero, bar, steady evolving, gotta stay fit, so I'm steadily jogging, collecting brain food, cause the mental be starving. So, and then I'll break down every single word, like what I said. But every song is like that for me. Like I don't take no bars off. So when you hear, I can say one thing. Oh no, that meant such and such, such and such. So I tell young men, I say tattoos in your face. Do you know what that means? Hindrance to feed your family. You know, now does that ring? Because everybody, like Lil Wayne, them got tats in their face. But they can go get a check here, they can go get a check here. You're a regular person trying to fend for your family when they got 80 tattoos in your face. Like I'm really trying to up, like I'm beating you up, but I ain't beating you up. This is the real big bro, what you want to call the unk move. Like, listen, man. For sure. You know, that type of time.
Thought-provoking for real.
For sure. All right, y'all, look. The Realionaire in the building, Greg McNeel, man, powerful story. A lot of y'all, I was inspired. A lot of y'all gonna have to rewind this and really just understand his story. Make sure y'all check his books out. Real Bars Matter. We got, Passion, Purpose, and Redemption. And salute to my guy Greg P as well. We got Greg P and Greg McNeel Background Check. So make sure y'all check it out. Again, Realionaire_money on all social media platforms. I am Ash Cash.
I'm Jay White, first name, last name.
And we'll see y'all next time. Same time, same place, y'all.
Appreciate y'all for having me.